Hey everybody, this is Grant Russell with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. It was a little chilly this morning. I just took the coat off. Got a golf shirt on here. It's November 19th. So hopefully the weather stays warm this weekend so we can get out and play a little golf before it gets even colder. So hope everybody's doing all right out there. Behind me today I'm bringing to you a 2013 Newmar King Aire. It's a 45/84 floor plan. This coach is, the previous owner took excellent care of it. Garage kept, they kept it in a shop when they weren't using it. They did just recently replace tires, so we got some fresh rubber on it. So why don't we get started over here, Jody? And I want to show you the front here. So on the front of this King Aire, we got a nose here that's, it will run out on its own. It's like something similar to the new ones. But for access to the generator, the air horns, the headlamps, that makes it nice. So it's got a 12,500 watt diesel generator, Cummins own in. We got 600 hours, just over 600 hours on the generator. We have it, it is running right now. Sorry if that's a little loud. But we do, just so y'all know, on these used coaches, this has less than 58,000 miles on it. We do service the chassis, we service the generator, we do an alignment, we do a road test. So it gets a very thorough inspection on not only the house side with slide outs and jacks and air conditioners and Oasis and heated floors, all those systems get checked out, but the chassis also gets involved and we do all the oil change and things like that on it. So this does get all that attention. So we'll run this back in. The little control for it's right here where my finger's at. And then in this first compartment here, we've got some fuse panels, wiring harnesses. This is all going to be chassis related. This is a Spartan K3 with a 600 horsepower. So if you're looking for big horsepower at a good price point without going to a brand new King Aire, this is in really nice shape. So it'll tow up to 20,000 pounds. When we come around to the first bay here, in the first bay here, we've got a slide tray. We've got 8 batteries on a slide tray. This coach comes with a 2,800 watt pure sine inverter. So that'll run, it is, yeah, you think it's a 2013. It has some of the old technology, but it really doesn't. It has a lot of what's new still today. You got the Oasis hydronic heat system, electric heat below the floor. We've got electric heat pumps in all 3 roof air conditioners, and there's no propane, so it uses that Oasis to heat your floor. I mean, to heat the living quarters, heat the hot water. So it's got a lot of the new features of today on a 2013. Next bay down, we've got a slide tray. So this comes all the way out on both sides. The previous owner's left behind some nice supplies for the new owner, whoever takes possession of this. This is still available. We've got a ladder in this compartment here and some extra filters there. It does have a central vacuum system. Those are some additional filters that he's left behind, that they have left behind. And then we got another bigger, wider electric slide tray on this side. Again, it comes all the way out on this side. It's going to go all the way in, it stops, and we'll do it on the other side. Next bay down here, we got the Oasis hydronic heat. So this is where you can, if you ever get in a situation just like a computer needs to be rebooted or reset, that's where you can reset it. That's where you can keep an eye on the flame, make sure it's burning. But that has 2 electric elements, and it's also your diesel burner to heat your hot water and to heat the coach. Next bay down, we have your 50 amp power. So this is, you pull this out, it's got a switch back behind there. I'm not going to break my back at the moment to get underneath there, but it does have a push button to reel this 50 amp all the way back in. Especially on a cold day, those 50 amp power cords get real stiff and hard to kind of roll up manually, so it's nice to have a power reel. Also, your transfer switch is located in here, as well as your cable hookups and exterior satellite hookups. Next bay, we got the water station. So that top left panel, you got some blue knobs and some red knobs. That is a mana block system. So you can, let's say you spring a leak, not that you ever want to spring a leak, in, like, say, the ice maker. You don't have to stop what you're doing and take it into a shop to get that fixed. You can turn that system off. It's also where your dump station's located. You do have 140 gallons of fresh water. You've got 80 gallons of gray water. You've got 60 gallons of black water. And you have a power reel on your bottom left over here for your city water hose, a whole house water filtration system. You have a gray rinse and a black rinse. So when you're dumping those tanks, you can actually rinse out those tanks. Exterior shower. And then one thing I want to point out, you see this steel rod right here? That's heavy duty. It's got cogwheel system on all 3 slides. This is a triple slide, and one of those slides being the big full wall slide. Newmar didn't go to the hydraulic slide on this side until 2016. The cog system's bulletproof. It's very dependable. It's electronic. If you notice all the way down, Jody, got about a 30-foot slide, just about. So we got a 45-foot coach with approximately a 30-foot slide. I don't know if that's exact. I'm just kind of guessing at that. But that cog system will support all the weight to run that slide in and out. Very dependable. We got a tag axle on the back. These tires are all Michelin's, just so you know. The front steers, I know I talked about they're all new tires, but just to give you an idea, this you got the two steer tires are brand new, and going back about 18 months is when these all 6 tires, the drive axle and the steer, were all replaced. So they're all very fresh tires. This little compartment here, where you can store your sewage hose. Just keep that compartment if you need to you do have all the storage up front for additional equipment that you want to use for your dump station. Let's go to the back. If you get a shot at the slide, I want you to notice the slide topper. It's not just your traditional Carefree Colorado slide cover. I mean, that's an upgraded Girard slide topper. Your window awnings are electric. They're also Girard, as well as when we get to the patio side, we got the Girard patio awnings. So that's an upgrade. You've got the bristles above the slide toppers. So when the slide comes in, it's going to brush off all your trash, tree limbs, snow, any kind of debris that collects up there. If you're parked underneath a bunch of trees for a week's time, 2 weeks' time, you're not having to get up there. But you do have that ladder underneath if you need to get up there and get anything off the rooftop. On the back here, here's the big block. We got an ISX 600 horsepower Cummins diesel engine. You can tow up to 20,000 pounds. I was referring to that earlier. It does have the Air Force One connection already here. It also has your brake controller here. All that's already set up. And as you get in here a little more, you've got the this reservoir here is where your Oasis, the glycol system, that's where you would make sure you don't run low on glycol. That's what heats the coach. Everything's easy to access. For those of you that are mechanics, you can appreciate a side radiator. You can access your belts, your dipsticks. They all have, whether it's a rear radiator or a side, you're going to have a air filter reset there that just lets you know when it's time to change that out. All right, come around the side here. We've got the chassis batteries. We talked about the house batteries earlier. This is where your chassis is located. These are your disconnects. You got your air dryers located here, fuel filter, some more wiring harnesses. This is all going to be tied into the chassis. If you back up a little bit, Jody, you get a shot of those awnings I was referring to earlier. So we've got the Girard awnings, and it does have that pitch right in the middle, which gives you some good shade, good coverage outside. Let's go up front here. So this is the patio side. I get a lot of comments, this TV in the compartment is in a bad position. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess if you're standing up, it could be in a bad position, but if you're sitting down in your lawn chairs outside, you got your patio mat set up out here, you're watching the ball game, it's at a good level, it's at eye level. There's no perfect place to put a TV on the outside, but it's either here in this compartment, or sometimes they'll put it on the sidewall. In this particular one, it was chosen to go into that compartment there. In this compartment, we've got a manual tray. So it's like a 3/4 tray that backs up to the Oasis on the other side. And those two little white panels there, those are your controls for the 2 Girard awnings. And so those Girards are motion sensors. If you get some movement on those awnings in high wind, they will bring themselves in. You can also manually bring each one of those awnings in using those buttons on the top of them. Got an electrical outlet here. And then we're getting up to the other side of those electric slide trays I was talking about earlier. So again, you got the switch right here on the door, very convenient, easy to get to. Each one of these trays will haul up to 1,000 pounds. Run that one in. We got another one here. This is the smaller tray, but again, I think they're 90 inches, I believe, all the way across. We got an outside refrigerator freezer combo, so you can have this all the way out with the slide open, and set that to a freezer or a refrigerator status, depending on what you want to use it for. Going back to measurements, I talked about the 90 inches on the slide tray. So this coach, in case you want to know how tall it is, so it's 13 feet 4 inches at ride height. It's 44 feet 10 inches overall length. Might as well call it 45, but for those that want to be exact, it's 44.10. And it has 200 gallons of fuel. So that'll last you quite a while. Let's go inside and check out the inside. Oh, as you're coming in, Jody, I'll just reach down here. I want to show this. So here. Some good storage there. Place to keep shoes, flip-flops, umbrellas, tools, maps. Come on in. So this has back then, the ginger glazed cherry cabinets, as you're seeing throughout. I think this interior was called the Venice decor package. If you come up front, we'll start at the cockpit area here. So one thing I'll point out over here on the King Aire, you do have a memory setting, driver 1, driver 2, driver 3. You do have some electronic controls here where I can control this steering wheel. Move that out of the way. So crank this up. I'll bring this down. And I can use this button here to telescope. See it going up and down. I don't know if it's easy to see that on the camera or not. But once you get the steering wheel set, you get your mirrors set, you get your seat set where you like it, you even get your pedals set. If you get your pedals set where you want it, you can hold down the set and the 1 and set and the 2, and then just program it for driver 1 or driver 2. Maybe make driver 3 an exit where you hit 3 and everything. The seat backs up, the steering wheel goes forward. It's an easy exit, kind of a nice luxury feature that King Aire still to this day puts on that brand, the Newmar King Aire. This did get option with the VORAD system. This little panel here, it says Bendix, but it does have adaptive cruise, collision avoidance protection package. And right here we got a dial that goes from 1 to 5. That's the famous comfort drive that Newmar has been putting on their definitely their high-end diesel coaches since 2007. and that's still in existence today. So that's what does that do? So built into the steering column. So in high winds, it helps counter for strong side winds. So if you're driving through a very windy state, I mean, if it's too windy, obviously pull over and just wait it out. But this will help counter. The steering column will help counter for strong side winds. If you're driving on a crowned road, it helps counter for, you're not constantly fighting the crown on the road. And then another thing it does is, if I got my target lined up and behind me, I can just let go of the wheel, and it's going to go right back to center. It should go back, and sometimes you got to give it a little bit of a help, but very easy to steer. These are fun to drive. Definitely, if you've never driven one or you're in the market, you're looking to go something full timing or something like that, come on out. I'll take you on a test drive and show you how these operate. Over here we've got mirror controls, your defrost, left and right mirrors, cup holder, of course. I can roll the window down, so if I'm going into I'm going through a toll, I can run this window down and pay the toll and then keep going. You've got a tag dump switch here, so if I have it down in the auto position, when I hit reverse, it's going to automatically dump the air on the tag, so you can't get any tire scrub on the tag tire. So it puts all the pressure, it doesn't lift it, it just dumps the air on the tag, and it puts all the pressure on the drive axle. You got a high and a low engine brake, and the middle is off, so that's nice and helpful if you're coming down steep grades. 6-speed Allison transmission. Over here I've got the Hadley system. You've got air leveling, and this also will it continuously levels the coach as you're driving it. Over here in the back, HVH, that's your hydraulic jacks. So if you want to use the hydraulic jacks to level the coach, you do have that as well. And when you go to operate that, it automatically will dump the air before you, so your step's not so high when it levels it. Coming around here to this area here, we've got, let me go back, set this here. So we've got a checklist that's appearing on my screens. I'm not sure if you can see that in the video, but it's kind of nice. You've got, especially if you're new and you want to make sure you're checking everything out before you hit the road. You've got check the tire pressure, jacks, make sure the jacks are up, check your tow vehicle, antennas down, disconnect the power, disconnect your water, disconnect your sewer, make sure all your bay doors are closed, shower doors locked. So it just kind of walks you through a whole list of items you want to check before you hit the road. So that's kind of a handy feature that this comes with. Let's go to view, to exit, and then there's my, let's get out of here, so there we go, screen. So, and then this is also your cameras. So if I go into this mode on this camera here, this camera's on, but this monitor here can be my touchscreen radio. I can also select it to be a DVD. I mean, it does have a DVD for the whole house, but these come with that system set up. Sirius satellite radio, navigation, Bluetooth, and then there's your camera system. Whatever I choose for my auxiliary zone is what's going to appear on this screen over here. And then also, let's go back to the camera. Just put it on both. So if I wanted to toggle on that back camera, I can move that around. I can go to a hitch view, go straight down. I'm looking down, the hood's still open on the back. Or I can go to a nice wide body wide view on the rear camera there. Over here on the far right, we've got a tire TPS, tire monitoring system indicator there, entrance lock and unlock, shade controls, visor controls, step cover. You pan over there, you can see the steps going out. Because you got pets, keep them from falling down in the stairwell. Or if the passenger doesn't want to hang their feet in the stepwell, you can put that out for them. Generator on and off switch here. Courtesy lights, it's a toggle, that's a toggle switch. So when I tap that, that's turning on my courtesy lights in the back of the coach. It's just floor lights, it lights up the pathway going to the rear of the coach. Docking lights, Maybe you're docking your coach in the evening, at night. It lights up the side of your coach so you can see around you. And then this switch here is, you can toggle through all the different cameras. Turn it off. I can show you that in the back when we get back there too. This does have that security system, and you can toggle through all the different cameras. If you look up here, we got a camera that shoots a view of the whole coach. You've got your side cameras, and then you got your back camera. So there's a toggle switch in the bedroom where you can go through all your different cameras. It's kind of a neat feature. Over here we've got some good storage. It's just a little cubby, place to put things out of the way. And then up here we've got the whole house battery disconnect switch that turns all the 12-volt system out or off. These are some window awning controls, opposing door slide, entry. So you've got a couple of window awnings that you operate from here. Exterior security lights. You can turn the step on and off to keep it from going in and out every time you open and close the door. Slide controls. These are your privacy shades. So on the driver's side, you've got your night shade. On the very front is the regular shade, or I can use the actual privacy shade. And then there should be one over here for the passenger side. And as that's coming down, you notice a monitor here. So this was ordered with the passenger monitor. So I talked about that auxiliary zone earlier down below. So whatever the auxiliary is set to, this can be the backup camera, it can be the GPS, whatever you want to have it set to there. And then up here we've got some awning controls. This is where you operate the awnings. Your TV antenna is electric, and then you have another awning control right here as well. Again, more storage. Both captain seats have a massage feature. That is a option that this one got. So if you want to get a massage while you're going down the road, just make sure it doesn't put you to sleep. And both chairs do swivel. We've got 6-way power seats. Both seats have footrests. So when you spin those around, you're going to have these 2 seats join the living area. We've got opposing sofas. That seems to be a popular option or floor plan that some folks like to look for. This particular sofa should be jackknife, and over on this side, this one will be a sleeper sofa. So this will pull out and make into a bed. We should have a blow-up air mattress. Something you don't see a lot in a King Aire is cabinets overhead in the slide room where the sofa and the dinette are. So lots of great storage there. Here's the TV. You got a mid TV. And then down below here is the Bose system, the DVD system. It does have a satellite. It's got the Bose speaker. Back in this year, you had the surround sound by Bose with the Bose receiver. And then this is a little pull out for more storage. And then something you're seeing here, we've got an optional combination desk buffet dinette. So this has lots of counter space back here. I've got the folding chairs out just to show you can seat 4 around it. This does slide in, and then these chairs will fold away and they go under the bed in the back. It's something I just wanted to show that, I said this is a combo desk. So this has a place for like a little laptop computer that you can keep here. And then down below, you've got a pull out here if you want to put a printer here. And over here we've got some more storage. I don't know if you can see all that. And then Jody, over here we got talked about the printer and then the computer, so you can run power. If you need to run power down, this goes down into that compartment. These are little wire holders there we've left because that could be coming handy for the next owner. And then of course over here, got some nice big drawers. Got a file cabinet. Full extension drawer glides. Really good storage. For those of you that are looking for a combination desk, buffet, dinette setup, this has it. So it's a nice setup. Coming over here to the kitchen area, we got flush countertops, all Corian. These are your covers for the sink. And a stainless steel sink. Nice big deep sink. Electric cooktop. Convection microwave oven. A little bit of storage up here. If you want to put your spices up here, you can. Over here, I'm going to move down this way a little bit. We've got some more storage above the sofa. And then we got some more storage above the sink area with a pull out and an adjustable shelf above it. And then down below here we have some full extension drawer glides just beneath the electric cooktop. It's a nice divided silverware drawer. We do have a dishwasher. Oh. There we go. And then down below here, just below the sink, we got a place for a trash can and other, if you want to, if you're putting your covers down below to get them out of the way, you can store them down below here as well. There's another drawer, and another drawer, a little hidden drawer here. I haven't even got to the pantry yet. This thing has a ton of storage. So we got a little hidden drawer below here. And this is something you don't see very often. So what's behind these doors? Well, usually you're going to see this in the back of the coach. Instead, we've got it up mid. Stackable washer dryer. Now that was the 4584 floor plan. That's where they put them back then. And then down below here we've got central vac. When I was putting the chairs out earlier, all the hose attachments are under the bed. This is where the hose attachments would go. And there's little things that the previous owner did. He put little stoppers. I should have showed you that. There's one on the outside door where that TV is too, so it didn't come up and do any damage to the actual door. So like a little stopper here. This comes out and just butts up against the wall here, but that way it doesn't leave a mark. Just smart thinking from the previous owner's standpoint. Residential refrigerator. You got a lock here. That keeps it all locked. Unlock it. A nice big refrigerator. It's probably 18 and a half approximately cubic foot of storage. And this is the Whirlpool refrigerator, all electric, that they were using back in this year. And with the water dispenser here. And here's that pantry we were talking about. I didn't get the pantry storage earlier, so we got some nice pull-outs for pantry storage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And above this is some more storage. It goes all the way real deep, all the way back in there. It's also where they hide one of your Bose surround sound speakers is hidden in here. And then we'll come over here to this side. So this door is the half bath. I'm gonna come in here and just show you a few things. And so we got down below here, we got some good counter space. You got porcelain toilet. These are macerator flushing toilets. Towel holder up above here. This is actually pretty smart on Newmar's part. I always point this out in a lot of my videos on a Newmar. So it's out of reach of children. Your fuse panel for the house, your breakers for the house, your KIB module, that's for the multiplex. Everything's easy to get to with the slides in. You're not having to crawl up underneath a bed. You know, it can be very difficult to do that with the slides in. You can walk right back here to the half bath and access the house converter box and fuse panels. And then also in here, I'll open this up. We've got, a medicine cabinet here. Window with power shades. These are all power shades, by the way, so give you an idea what that looks like. Let me put these up. You see all the shades. I just hit the one switch that does all my kitchen day shades up. You see all those are going up. As we circle around back to the bedroom, just going to point this out. We've got a nice big sliding door to close off the bedroom for guests. The guests still have that half bath. And then I'm going to lift this up, show you the storage underneath. There's the central vacuum hose hookups. And then all this space over here is where those folding chairs can go very easily. And then we have, this is a sleep number bed. So it does have the older style, but it does have sleep number style bed. Some overhead storage. Usually this middle one's easier to open without those open, but you got some good storage back behind, up above there. And then when you're laying in bed, there are some shade controls. See those going up and down for the bedroom. And then we also have some light controls, generator on off. All of that's located right up above your head when you're laying in the bed there. Over on the front side of the bed, we've got a lot of counter space. We've got no more full extension drawers. We've got 6 nice big deep drawers. Sony TV with the Blu-ray player for the bedroom. I didn't talk about Silverleaf. So Silverleaf, there is a panel up front, and maybe when we go up front, I'll just show you where it's at. But they feed off one another. So it's on the home screen right now, where you can view your house batteries, you can view your chassis batteries, you can view how much power. Right now we're on gen power, and then what kind of amperage is being pulled off of each leg. If you want to dim this system here, you can actually brighten and dim it. Then you got your AC power here for your inverter controls on and off. Your 12-volt system, generator controls, water systems, climate control. Here's the Oasis system here where the burner, both electric elements. Excuse me. And then also floor heat. Here's where your kitchen, rear, mid, so you do have electric heat grid below the floor tile. And there's some other features. This system is something that we teach you about. So if you did end up purchasing, whether it's a new King Aire from us or this 2013 used King Aire, plan on learning the Silverleaf. We'll teach you those systems. There are some videos if you go back. One of our technical advisors, Mr. Bill Habercorn, has done a really good video on just Silverleaf. So for those of you that are wanting a good training on that, you can watch that video. More storage. It's also where your extend and retract on the awning for this window are located. And then we've got more storage. And then you got some hookups in here for satellite, cable hookups, electrical, all in this bay here. Or bay, I said bay, cabinet. And then there is this monitor right here is where you can toggle through. See if I can get it to come on. It's kind of hard to see. Let me switch spots with you. So it's where, like, if you're wanting to toggle through the different cameras on the coach, it's kind of hard to see. It's a little blurry. Probably need to get those camera lenses wiped down because they're kind of foggy right now. But it's a way you can toggle through, and a security system feature that this coach has on it. We come to the back. In the back, we've got the master bath. Got a nice big shower here. I always like to point this out. I'm 6'2", lots of elbow room, lots of headroom. We got to adjust. This coach is winterized right now, and anytime they do that, you're going to see these not attached, but it does have a holder here that rises up and down, and it's loose, little handheld shower. Plus, you've got a seat, a fold-down seat in the shower. We got another porcelain toilet with the macerator flushing toilet. Rear closet, cedar lined. There's the other side of the cedar lined closet. We got some shoe storage in there, shelf storage. We got a safe back here. And over on the far right, we got some adjustable shelves. Of course, this hanging rod up above here goes all the way across on both sides. Medicine cabinet. And then this is all one-piece core-in, so easier for cleanup in here. And over here on this side, we've got some more medicine cabinet storage. It's not lacking on storage. And if we go to the bottom here, got some really good storage for this. Is just the master bath. It's got some great storage throughout. And some more storage under the sink here. Just wanted to point out, you got an electrical outlet here. You got another electrical outlet over here. Sometimes they put them in those cabinets, but that has lots of electrical cabinets there, or receptacles. I think we've covered most of this coach, Jody. So why don't I wrap this up with saying thanks again for tuning in to Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. Again, my name is Grant Russell. I'll show you this here. You can reach me best at my cell phone at 720-539-4711, or you can text me, or if you feel free to email me, you can email me at grussell, it's 2 S's and 2 L's, at transwest.com. And Mr. Avon, this was just so you can put this up on the screen. We got the 2013 King Aire 4584, stock number 5U211573. Thanks again, guys. Look forward to seeing you next time. Happy camping. Bye-bye.